Hi everyone, it's Dr. Whitbeck, your superintendent. Here we are again at the end of another year, but a year like no other. I'm thinking back to this last August when we were all gathered together for convocation, and we had a variety of students up on stage telling us about their favorite Essential 8 and the famous words from Camden, first grader in Navarro. How important are those now? Let's reflect.
And the last question I want to ask each of you, we've been learning about Essential 8, and I want you to think about which Essential 8 character trait is the most important to you and why. Do you remember which one's the most important to you? Kindness, tolerance.
Gratitude.
Gratitude. Why? Why is gratitude important?
Because you get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
Our theme of Be Essential started us off and has carried us throughout this year, probably more appropriately than we could have ever predicted. And when I think back to the Scoops with the Scoop out at the campuses, I had all but 4 completed, and appreciate feedback and our team working to respond to things that you needed and suggestions. Our district was moving in a great direction. Our buses were rolling awesome, kids were learning, and things were great. Our Board of Trustees stepped up and called for a bond election to take us into the future, and everything was rolling. And then we go into spring break and we're ready to say goodbye to our students and to wish them well. We have leprechauns and spring decorations hanging, and we say goodbye and we think, we'll see you in a week. And 2 months later, here we are. So nothing happened quite like we thought. Those classrooms were frozen, literally in a time capsule. And now it's time to close out and time to reflect. And so as I think about it, Be Essential has become more important than ever before. During this entire pandemic, what happened? Our nutrition department stepped up providing meals, unprecedented numbers, 19,000 a week. Volunteers were helping them. Our curriculum team completely purchased and pushed curriculum out to our teachers with Schoology, and our teachers had to step up and learn new technology that was unfamiliar to them in an out-of-the-norm setting. And our technology team literally went into campuses, pulled computers, and distributed over 6,000 devices to our kids. Our Board of Trustees throughout the entire time remained a constant support, made sure that each of our employees were paid throughout this process. So many things to be grateful for in this unprecedented time. But we were able to accomplish a lot because of you and all that you did, truly being essential. Even outside of core subjects, the art, the music, the PE, all the people stepped up and allowed our kids to be surrounded with some enrichment and with fun. And I am so grateful for all of that. Over 95% of our kids were on our Schoology system, showing that they were engaged in learning and enrichment activities. But this has been one of the most unprecedented times in our lives. And my heart hurts. My heart hurts for our seniors. It hurts for many of you as you missed your kids and didn't get to say goodbye in the way in which you wanted. But I think about what we are known for, and part of our culture in Bryan is our Essential 8. So I want to leave you with an Essential 8 quarantine, my observations during these last 2 months. So I'll start with kindness. How kind you've been to work differently, to step up, to change the way we do business, literally on a dime, and to do it with a kind heart. There really weren't complaints, at least not much that we heard about, and we thank you for that. Our children sensed your calmness and your kindness throughout this process. Tolerance. Everybody's been in a different situation. Some of you have had children running around the house while you're trying to work. Others have had elderly parents they've been concerned about or needing to care for. Everyone has had a different level of experience throughout this process. So thank you for being tolerant that some people could do more than other people throughout this experience. Gratitude, the videos, the parades, the creativity that was shown to show thanks was amazing, and I know I've personally really enjoyed it. This last parade at Kemp Carver, acknowledging Judy Houston's 53 years of Bryan ISD experience, unbelievable, and what a tribute. So thank you for making our folks feel appreciated. Philanthropy, what an example this district has been. We have helped to deliver over 15 tons of food from the food bank, with many volunteers from our district and our community assisting. You've stepped up in ways to volunteer at food sites and to help our community as a whole, and we're grateful. Work ethic. Well, I will say, I bet we've all watched a little more TV and Netflix than in the past, but the amount of work that's been done differently has been unprecedented and really and truly made a difference in the lives of our kids. Optimism, one of my favorite essential aids. It's something that I believe in so strongly, and it's helped get me through life. And I think about how in Bryan I feel that we have a sense of it's gonna be okay, and we're gonna get through this together. And we've always had that, and I'm grateful. So optimism, it's trickled down to our parents and to our students. Courage has been evident throughout this process. It's been scary for the little ones and scary for the adults. I remember 9/11 feeling that very same way and wondering if our way of life would be different. And I think that that's somewhat how many of us have felt throughout this process. But showing that courage and that bravery as we've endured this entire experience, and definitely modeling it for our children. And lastly, leadership. You know, the most important leadership quality of anyone is to truly care about the people that they lead. I thank you for stepping up, for leading our children through this experience, and for showing them comfort and support throughout. And you know, as we go forward, no one has a crystal ball. We know we're planning for graduation, we're planning for summer school, we're planning for the beginning of the year, and we don't know exactly what that's going to look like. But we know that regardless, we're going to be prepared, and if we have to provide learning with social distancing and creativity, then we'll do it. We will do whatever it takes to meet the needs of the children in Bryan ISD. So I'll close with saying that when something bad happens, how important it has been to be surrounded with good people. And we are good people in Bryan ISD, and I'm very proud of you. And I thank you for all that you've done to step up. So in the famous words of Camden, who knows what's ahead, but we will not throw a fit. We will work together, we'll roll up our sleeves, and we will tackle it with success. I wish you a happy and healthy summer. I hope you turn off the computer and enjoy some rest and family. Happy summer.